Acheter, which means to buy, as you know. This is pronounced acheter. Répétez, acheter.
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 You do not say this E. And I'm getting to this in a minute. So, je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle, pluriel. So what's the stem here? It's going to be a, se, ash, te. Without the ER, that's your stem. What ending goes on it? Oui. To make this sound like j'achète, which, by the way, there's no E here either, it's an apostrophe. To make it sound like j'achète, you have to put an accent grave on this E. So this is the time when, in French class, you guys are learning to focus on accents. I've talked to you before about them and said from the very beginning, if you start looking at them, trying to learn them, it'll be easier for you when you have to. And it will be if you've been doing that all along. But I haven't counted anything off because of accents yet at this point. But this is a learning objective here, is to realize that accents are part of the spelling in French. And so you're gonna try to learn where they go and why in these particular verbs. Okay, so this is j'achète, tu achètes. What ending? Es. And then you have to also have an accent grave on that E, because you have to say this E sound. Elle, il, elle, achète. What ending? Right. Do you need an accent grave there? If I say achète, yeah. Oui. Let's go to the other part, the toe of the boot, okay? Skip nous and vous for a minute. Ash, there's your stem. What goes on the ending? Right, and te. It's pronounced ils achètent. Do we need an accent grave on that E?
Yes.
Oui, you do. Because this is the boot. They are pronounced alike. And this is j'achète, tu achètes, il achète, elles achètent. It makes the sound of this E come out. So the easiest way to remember how to make these changes is to remember that nous and vous are going to be different. The nous and vous form and all these spelling changes in the stem are going to be identical to the infinitive, which is this one. So there is no accent on nous. It's nous achetons, vous achetez. Répétez, j'achète.
J'achète.
Tu achètes.
Tu achètes.
Il achète.
Il achète.
Nous achetons.
Nous achetons.
Vous achetez.
Vous achetez.
Ils achètent.
Ils achètent.
Here's the infinitive. Répétez, acheter.
Acheter.
Let's go to the other one that has the same kind of a spelling change in the stem as acheter. It's amener. This is a new verb for you, or you may have seen it, or I think you've seen it, but I'm not sure how much. So it's probably somewhat new. Amener doesn't have any accents in the infinitive. It's pronounced amener, just like acheter is. It means to bring a person. So there's an accent, an apostrophe here because it's j'amène. Ending. What ending goes on j'amène?
E.
Right? Good. And then you have to have an accent grave on that so it sounds like j'amène instead of amener. You don't, so you can hear that Tu amènes. Es. Again, accent grave. Il, elle, amène. E on the ending because it's ilal. Accent grave on that E because you hear amen. Okay, remembering the pattern from the previous one, Acheter, do you think that you're going to put what do you think you're going to, do you think you're going to use an accent in the stem of this one? No. So here's your stem, amen, and then ons. It's pronounced nous amenons. What about vous? No. Good job. Vous amenez. What about il est pluriel?
Yes.
Oui. So it's this. Sometimes I like to put all my endings on first and then go back and put in the accents. So this is the boot for pronunciation and also for spelling changes in the stem. Répétez, j'amène.
J'amène.
Tu amènes.
Tu amènes.
Il amène.
Il amène.
Elle amène.
Il amène.
Nous amenons.
Nous amenons.
Vous amenez.
Vous amenez.
Ils amènent.
Ils amènent.
Elles amènent. So you have two verbs now that are conjugated the same way. They have the same ER endings as always, and they have the same accent change in the stem. We have a couple of more. This will be to be continued in a second.